So this will go off to the north and up into the wasteland. We might even, I don't know, we might even turn it around this way a little bit. We'll see though. And hopefully we'll run into some nitrate veins in the wasteland. And then this one's going to go off into the desert. And from there we should find oil shale and iron. And this one will go off into the forest. And from here we should be able to find lead deposits. Welcome back, everybody, to 7 Days to Die Alpha 17 build 240 stable. I'm an old guy gaming, and we're going to continue our efforts here at building our first mine. So what I did, I repaired the spikes from the last episode. If you guys watched that, you'll know I got attacked right at the very end of the episode. So fixed those up, and then I put these plates along the edge, so that way when we do come up out of the mine, we don't accidentally fall actually onto the spikes, which I haven't done before. So let's take those off, and I think we're good to get started digging here. This stupid door went the wrong direction, but you know, it is what it is, and we'll work with it the way that it's put together. We'll put that stuff in there. I really should, well, actually, you know what, I can make a hammer. I don't need, I was thinking I need a workbench for that, but I don't. So that being the case, I think we'll leave the wrench with the bike, so we don't really need that to go with us down into the mine. So we'll stick that in there. I don't think we need anything else down there. We got 3 steel for the shovel. All of these are iron tools. We got plenty of forged iron. Well, we got 20 forged iron, which should be enough for all that. Alright, we'll pick these frames up and head on down. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to dig all the way down to bedrock. And then we've got plenty of wood here, so we'll just make ladders for the trip back up once we get to bedrock. And if you guys didn't already know this, in Alpha 17, bedrock is a lot closer to the surface than it used to be. It used to be like, I don't know, 40, 50 blocks down or something like that in Alpha 16 and earlier, as I recall. And now it's, where are we at right now? We're at plus 45. So basically, when this gets to 0-ish, it's actually, I think, 3, then we're at bedrock. So it no longer has a negative, you know, like negative 45 or whatever it was in the earlier versions of the game. So we still got to go down about 45 blocks, though, to get there. Okay, so that gets us down into the rock already. And the one thing I do want to remember, though, is the ladder is facing north. So we just have to remember that when we come back up, as the ladder's facing north. Okay. And I might, at some point, yeah, you know what? I think I am going to actually put in, at least on the ladder side, I'm going to put blocks in, because it's just, otherwise it's too much of a pain in the butt to put the ladders in place. So when we go down, we're actually going to go down by 2. Can we reach that? No, we'll have to put some blocks down. Okay. And I might even make, I don't know, that first one. First 2 perhaps cobble, just to give it a little extra strength. And then the rest of them we'll just do wood. I hope we have enough wood actually to do that. Well, if we don't, we'll have to come back. Well, worst case scenario, we have 98 wood frames, which is more than enough to elevator back up. If we don't have enough to, because we're only going to use, we're 43. We're only going to use less than 40 to get all the way down there. But we have to, we want to upgrade in one level too. So it'll be tight, but I think we can do it. Okay, so let's put that there and that there. And it takes 4 wood to upgrade. Okay. Oh, we're in stone now, so we actually need our pick, not our shovel. So yeah, we'll go down, I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks, and then we'll stop, put the frames in. Go down 3 or 4 more blocks, and just kind of wash, rinse, and repeat there. We'll get some iron out of this too, and a little bit of XP while we're at it. Definitely not really highly skilled for mining yet, but we're getting the job done. Okay. We still need to make sure we have enough wood to make the ladders too, but like I said, if we don't, we'll have enough frames to elevator back up. So anyway, guys, I think this is probably a good point for me to cut the camera. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, like I said, all the way down to bedrock and, you know, start branching off a little bit. And I'll bring you guys back at various points along the way, just kind of give you updates on how we're doing. But I'm not going to make a whole video of you guys just watching me bust rock up. It's not too terribly exciting. So anyway, yeah, I'll bring you back in just a little bit with an update. All right, guys, we're back, and I have made it down to bedrock. So bedrock is plus 3 meters for your player. Never really quite understood that though, because the player's only 2 blocks high, and so you would think it would say plus 2, but anyway. Maybe it's measuring to the block above my head, I suppose. Nevertheless, we are now at bedrock. So what we're going to do is let's frame down to about here. And then we're going to kind of dig out a little... Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that. Then we're going to dig out a little chamber down at the bottom here, so that we can have a little bit of room to maneuver. And then we're going to start branching off. So we are doing a branch mine here. We're kind of getting our Minecraft on here. And one will go on to the north, one will go to the east, and one will go to the south. And maybe we'll do one to the west, and that'll be where we'll take on the Horde. I've got some ideas for how that's going to go, but I don't fully know exactly how I'm going to build it yet, so it'll be one of those things where, you know, like most things that I do in games, so I'll make it up as we go. But anyway, we're doing pretty good, so I just wanted to bring you back and give you a little bit of an update on where we're at. I am getting a little XP out of this too, so that's always a good thing. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of just, you know, dig out this little chamber here, and then we'll build the ladder to go back up to the top. And then once I kind of get to that point, then I'll bring you guys back and give you another update on as to where we are. Okay, so I'll see you back in a bit. Okay, guys, we're back, and I've dug out a little bit of a chamber down here and started, just barely started the branches in each direction. That looked like oil shale right there almost. So this will go off to the north and up into the wasteland. We might even, I don't know, we might even turn it around this way a little bit. We'll see though. And hopefully we'll run into some nitrate veins in the wasteland. And then this one's going to go off into the desert. And from there we should find oil shale and iron. And this one will go off into the forest. And from here we should be able to find lead deposits. This branch here is going to go off this way too. But we might, yeah, we might keep it here. But we're going to go out this way a little ways away from the main entrance to the mine. And then we'll build some traps there for the horde. And if you haven't seen my my season 1 experimental episodes, I did this a couple of times, or maybe you've watched somebody else do it. But basically, what you do is the horde will dig all the way down to you, and so what you do is you dig a pit, and then you stand over that pit right until they're almost on top of you, and then you quickly retreat. They drop through down into the pit onto the spikes, and and then you kind of go from there. So that's the basic idea behind that, and we'll probably try that on day 35. But for now, let's go ahead and get back up to the surface. So what we have to do is make some ladders. We're going to need about 40-ish. So let's just start with 40. And that's going to use up damn near all of our wood. And then we're going to have to cut some more wood when we get back up topside, because we're almost out of wood. And then I'll probably come back down here and then just keep digging off camera. And hopefully we will run into some veins of ore, because that's kind of the whole idea behind all this. And it's like 5 o'clock in the morning on the surface. Thought I heard something run around out there. Alright, so it looks like we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish, maybe more. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, great. Come back out here. Make sure nothing's attacking. And so yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut some more wood. We got a full stack of stone, and then actually a stack and a half, and then some. Also, probably I'll dig up some more clay so we can make more cobble too, to line the pits that we're going to use down below. So let's get our little bridge going here. Whoa! Almost fell right down onto the spikes there. So yeah, hopefully the mines still work the way that they used to, in terms of where the veins and all that are. I might actually run back to the base too and make some more food. I do got the 4 bacon and eggs, but I used up all the grilled meat while I was down there. I kind of want to save these for, I don't know, save them for something. So we'll put the steel arrows in there. Yeah, so. Alright, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head back to the base, cook up a little bit more meat, cut a bunch more wood, dig up some more clay for cobble, and then we'll come back and keep working on the mine. And at some point, I'll bring you guys back with an update on how things are going, okay? So, talk to you in a bit. Alright, guys. Our trader buddy decided to be open for us.
Anything you like?
Alright, let's see. What do you got, man? First of all, actually, I want to sell you that. What? Why is it doing that? That's weird. You have to like hit it like really quick. Huh. Okay. Bizarre. Alright. Will you buy this? Yes, you will.
It's been a real pleasure. You watch yourself out there.
Let's make a couple more of those. And we'll see if he'll buy some more of those. So yeah, I went chopped a bunch of trees down, and then I went to my base here, and I actually dug a tunnel. Let's see, where's that? Okay, there, I don't know if you guys can see this very well in the video, but there's like a little furrow here that I dug where eventually I planned on doing a garden. So I dug a tunnel all the way to that location and made an actual exit as kind of like a back door, so to speak, out of the fort. Don't know if I'll ever actually use it for that, but in the process we got a whole bunch of cobble. Okay, will you buy another one? Oh, he won't. Okay, so he'll only buy the one. All right, let's see what he's got in stock here. What do you have? Lucky goggles, iron fire axe, military fiber nitrate powder, rebar frame, military leg armor, night vision feather. Not a whole lot there. How about over here? Wood magazine, hunting rifle, helmet, light structural balance. Increases durability on a melee weapon or tool. It's got some 7.62 rounds. He doesn't really have a whole lot of stuff though that I'm really interested in at this point. So,
Oh, my apologies. Check back again, and I may have what you're looking for.
all right, we'll see you later, Bob. So let's go ahead, and what we're going to do now is head back to the mine and do a bunch of digging around. So we'll put those in there. Making a crap ton of cobble. We'll put the feathers in there. And let's actually take the smaller stack of gas. We'll put the coins back in here. I want to keep all this with me when we go back down into the mine. Alright, so we got 20 grilled meat, 3 bacon and eggs, a full stack plus 1 of red tea. So we're in pretty good shape for all that stuff. It's 12:40 on day 30. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but I got 1,000 wood. Actually, I got quite a bit more than that, but I left some at the base too because we were a little short there. But now it's really just going to be, you know, me digging the branches, and hopefully we'll come across a vein as we go and do that. And at some point I'll start working on making some pits for the zombies too, but I'm not really going to worry about that yet. I want to see if we can hit some veins, particularly coal and nitrate would be the most useful. Well, we need lead though too. Actually, I'm very low on lead at the moment. And we could hit boulders, of course, but I'd rather kind of see if we can find some actual veins down in the mine for that. Let's refill this on fuel. Okay. You know what actually I might do too is let's take another stack of this down there. Just so we have plenty. And I think we're good to go. Grab that too. Make sure there's nothing nasty coming this direction. You used to be able to sprint up and down ladders, but they don't let you do that anymore. If you hold shift down, then it actually slows you down. It's a little bit weird. Sometimes you wonder why they make some of the changes that they do in these games. Now our bedrock texture comes in correctly. That's been kind of gimped sometimes too. Alright, let's see. If we go north, north is going to take us mostly into the wasteland. And where we could find nitrate. In the meanwhile, when we're digging in the sand, well, that was short-lived. But the cool thing about digging in the sand is, at least in Alpha 18, it was this way. Or no, Alpha 18, Alpha 16. You would level really fast because you could break the blocks of sand so quickly. I don't know if they've changed that much or not. What we should do is take a look and see, do a comparison. Okay, so 1 block of sand gives us 2 XP. But we can just tear through it quickly, though. Oh, we found some oil shale. Wait, did we? Or is that just stone? Yeah, that's just stone. Whereas 1 block of stone gives us 67 XP, but that it takes a lot longer to break through it. Still, though, I don't know. I don't know what the time comparison is on that. It's interesting. Because we can just tear through this stuff. But without actually, doing a real comparison there, it does look like they balanced that out. So now you can no longer get mass XP from sand, which is the way it should be, really. So we just have to kind of break through these little patches of desert before we get more out into the wasteland. And, once we get out in here, then we'll be in the wasteland proper. Or we might, like I said, we might go this way and then cut over to the west a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. There's always the chance we could run into oil shale when we hit the desert pockets too, so there's nothing wrong with that. The one thing I've noticed, though, I don't know if it'll be the same once we get into the motorcycle and then later on into the Jeep and the gyrocopter, but the mini bike doesn't seem to use anywhere near the amount of gas that it used to in Alpha 16. So that's cool. I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but I got another level off camera too, and I put that just into strength. So that gives us another 15% more block damage and melee damage. So far, though, we haven't seen any veins down here. Alright, let's pop this last red tea. And we have almost 3,000 cobble. That's pretty nice. Let's make several flagstone blocks out of that. We can make a total of 712, but we don't want to make that many. Let's make 100. Okay. Usually, when I have mined in 7 Days to Die in the past, what I like to do is, of course, go down to bedrock. Because I believe that most of the veins are the heaviest down by bedrock. That may not be the case anymore. It may be a situation where you have to find a gravel pocket. But the thing is I don't think there are gravel pockets in any place but the forest. So I don't think that works in the wasteland or in the desert or in the snow biome. One of the earlier alphas of this game, I think it might have been like around the alpha 11, 12, 13-ish era. At that point, they didn't have veins at all, just digging. You had to actually find a cave and get all the ore from the caves. That was interesting. An interesting way to do it. Back then, the caves, though, were huge. They were way bigger than they are now. Because now you just have these small caves. Every once in a while, you might find like a little lava tube type cave. But they were quite large back in those days. And you had to go in the cave, and then you would find the pockets of ore. And you'd have to mine them down in the cave. Of course, there were bears and zombies and nasty stuff in the cave. So it was kind of fun, in a way. But I always liked just the whole Minecraft idea where you just, make your own mine and hit pockets of ore as you go along, and that's always fun. For me, anyway. I like that sort of thing. But if I do this for quite some time and I don't run into any pockets of ore, I might have to go back and reread the patch notes to see if something's changed with that. Or maybe I'm just not getting lucky here. Could be. Okay, how far over are we? No, still just stone. Okay. Well, what time is it? It's about time to wrap it up. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up here. So guys, yeah, what I'll do is I'll just keep digging off camera for a while, and hopefully run into some veins. And at some point too, I'll start working on making the pit for the zombies. And what I think I'm going to do with that is we'll dig out a chamber in the stone, but then we'll line it with bedrock, and we'll go up, I don't know, 7 or 8 high, so we can put a couple of, 2 or 3 rows of spikes at the bottom. And then we'll dig a little bit higher, kind of a escape tunnel that we can move through and away from the zombies. And maybe have almost like a series of little pitfalls. That's the general idea. Exactly how it's going to come together, I'm not really quite sure yet, but we'll figure it out. Okay, we got into a little patch of desert here. And we'll break this last one. Boom. Okay. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Come and hang out with us on Discord. Come and hang out with me on live stream. I do live stream several times a week on Twitch. You can find the links to both of those places in the About section of the YouTube channel. Want to remind you that I am out the last 2 weeks in January on a business trip. I am pre-recording these videos, and at this point, I'm pretty darn sure I'll have enough videos to release the entire time I'm gone, or very close to the entire time. And then, of course, when I get back, we'll resume making some new videos. So you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Ha-ha, wouldn't you know it? Right after I stop the video, I run into a nitrate pocket here. Just right on the other side of the last block that I busted. So we found nitrate. The texture's all screwed up like it usually is often. In Alpha 17, I don't know what the hell's going on with that, but we did finally find a nitrate pocket, so I just wanted to show that to you guys. Okay, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.